Hey there, welcome to Listen to my channel. Welcome to Will They Reach Out for Valentine's Day? Will they? That's the question we're asking. Pile 2, pile 3, pile 8, or rather numbers 2, 3, 8. The timestamps will be in the description box below. If more than one of these reaches out to you, it could be valuable for you to watch it and see what extra messages might be coming out for you or extra insight. If the same pile speaks to you for two different people or however many people you got, then it is what it is. All right. We'll see what else the piles have to say. We'll go into things a little bit deeper. Might do some letters as well so that we can kind of help compartmentalize who we're talking about or whatever. But let's see what's going to happen. Will they reach out for Valentine's Day? I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. Hey there, pile 3. So, pile 3, will they reach out for Valentine's Day? Yes. Yes, they will. Bye. No, let's go into this a little bit deeper. Let's see what cake is being served here. I think I might pull some letters at the end if it moves me to. I do have my letters in my bag right here. Let me put them right there. This person will, and they've, here's some tea on this person. Let's go in a little bit deeper. This person has been waiting for Valentine's Day. Once they realize that, like, oh, Valentine's Day is coming, it's going to be the day I'm going to, like, come through and say this. Now, this person, I don't know, with the King of Cups showing up, right? You have the Magician, the Five of Swords in reverse, and the King of Cups. This person is sort of, like, swallowing their pride. And they've been, honestly, I am happy to see my husband. All right. Like, it's giving these like jittery vibes. It's giving excitement. It's giving, I'm excited to do this thing. I'm excited to reach out. That's what it's giving me. What I'm trying to see in my head is I'm kind of seeing something that's sort of like glitching in and out. It's either like this sort of like expression of gush, maybe minor gush, right? Like this is like a text that I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anybody in person. Maybe someone might order something for you. Like you might get a delivery at the door. I'm seeing flowers. Or a beverage, like maybe some people like wine or some type of liquid, maybe perfume. I don't know about perfume, but it is a liquid. But yeah, there could be like a gift showing up at the door. I'm not sure if they would be the courier of the gift. That is neither here nor there, but they're tracking the gift if a gift is coming to you. This person, going back to my original thing, they're either going to send like, oh, hi, we haven't, or I haven't, or I just wanted to say that, happy Valentine's Day, right? It's just like this like thing, and it's like, oh, okay. I don't know. I'm picking up on this person being like proud of themselves and being like, oh, number 3 finna like this. Yes. So there's that. And they've been planning this. Now, if this is someone who you are actively dating or you're like knowing, this person, I don't know. It really depends on some of you, right? I'm getting somebody. So let me go back to the message and then we'll get back to the date. Please remind me. You can't remind me. The other thing was they may either just also send you happy Valentine's Day, smiley face, or even no smiley face. Like this person is either going to be like, you blah, 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 booty, booty, you know, whatever, like da, 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 da. And in a bit, it's going to be demure. It's going to be, you know, it's not going to be, maybe it'll be paragraphs on paragraphs. Who knows? But it could be, depending on who they are and what they think is up here. They're really impressed with that paragraph. Like, they're really impressed with what they've done. But it might also be someone who just sort of shoots like, oh, happy Valentine's Day. And they're, like, proud of the fact that they were able to swallow their pride and send you that message. Now, this person, with the, whether you know them or whether they're estranged or whether they're active in your life right now, this person has been planning like a date. So if you were watching this and you're like, Luce, I know I got a date for Valentine's Day. This person has been planning something that they are proud of. That's why I giggle a little bit, because I'm seeing, if you are someone who is out here dating like an Emirati, okay? Like, you're out here dating a sheik, okay? You're out here in these streets walking on Billy's, Lumière's, or something like that. Someone who has means, or even someone who's saved up the means in order to give you a beautiful day. Yeah, you're getting that. If someone has the means to do it and you guys have been active and they kind of want to show you a good time, they've been planning this thing. They really want to impress you, and they're really like, I want to see that smile is mine. Okay. So that's really sweet. That's really sweet, actually. That's really sweet. If you have one of these dates, you gotta send me pictures. My email is in the description box below. I gotta know. Let me live through you all. But also, if it's someone that you're seeing, they're just kind of, I don't know. I'm really picking up on, it doesn't have to be that lavish, but for my people who got access to that lavish, this person's going to try to be lavish. But also, it's lavish to them. Like, they're proud if they do something. They're kind of proud of like, oh, like, I bought flowers for you. Or, I've never done that before. Like, you should feel lucky. Not in a, yes, in a way, in that way, like, I have done something for you that I wasn't gonna do, or that I don't usually do. Like, there's those vibes. There's like, oh, you weren't expecting it, but huzzah, here I have. It's just, there's a sense of like, in this vibe. If this is like someone who's like, I mean, even if it's someone who's not actively in your world, and if it's someone who is actively in your world, there's this kind of like, haha, moment. It's, I don't know, it's cute, but it's also like eye roll, and also like corny, but also like tee hee hee. Let's get a little bit more. The world in the end, in the reverse, excuse me. So, yeah, there could be somebody here who definitely is from your past. Okay, this is an expressive person. King of Cups speaks of water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorps. The Magician, I don't know, is that Aries? I don't know what the Magician is, baby. Five of Swords, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you about the Magician. But yeah, this person is really, like, this person, I really do feel like this, like, I honestly, in the part 3, like, between you and moi, okay, this person has been waiting for Valentine's Day, and they're just like, this is my moment. Like, that's the vibes I'm getting. Tell me more about this spirit, like, in general, whatever you want to tell me. 3 Wands! Okay! Okay, look, pile 3. If you want to get a private reading, come through. The link is in the description box below to the website. It'll take you, you got to click the number of, and it'll take you to PayPal. You put your information in the box, and then we'll get you sorted. That's the process right now. Because spirit is here. Spirit is here. The intuition is intuiting. And they've been waiting, okay? 3 of Wands is notoriously waiting. It's notoriously arrivals. It's very confused energy. But in that, are we waiting or are they arriving? Like, it's almost like 3 of Wands, you know, it's a done deal. Like, you know it's coming. You know it's gonna happen. So, this person has been just Twitter-pated over being able to mend this. They've been watching this connection. They've been waiting for this moment. And this is a moment that they're taking to try and attend to the fractures that have happened, 2 of Cups in reverse, between the two of you. So largely for the most of you, this is a past person that you're checking on. For those of you that do have some new in your life and you're checking on them, or you just got new, it is shedding some new light on the fact that there has been perhaps a disconnect between the two of you, if it's you and a new person, and they may have been waiting to approach you still. Like, they're still kind of seeing like, okay, is this gonna be, what is this gonna be? Like, I feel like, I mean, they will. But yeah, these are giving me new information on a new person. Let me, just for the new people, what is that energy? Empress in reverse. and the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, if it's a new person, like a new person, excuse me, they may say, oh, happy Valentine's Day. Maybe that's where I was getting that from. Like, happy Valentine's Day. Nothing too, you know, dramatic, nothing too dramatic, nothing too, you know, because you guys aren't quite there yet. Like, you guys are not in the vibes of being super Valentine's-y about it all. Quite yet. Empress, the Valentine herself. Yeah. Tell me more about the Magician. That's what I want to know what energy the Magician is carrying. The Five of Swords to me is just really hyping up that, like, pride. That, like, yeah, like, I'm putting my pride to the side, or, like, I've conquered this, like, haha, like, I did this thing that I usually don't do. And it's, like, a good moment for them, right? Like, they're acquiescing, it feels like. It's like they're saying, like, okay, you win. I think I'll pull some guidance for you as well, just in case this is a past person, and it's kind of like, how do you react? But tell me more about the Magician here. Page of Wands, okay. Page of Pentacles, both of them in the reverse, and the Five of Wands. Okay, with these two pages coming, it's really reminding me of the Three of Wands that came out earlier, where it was these two ships sort of passing each other. Yeah, I want to say, from what I'm seeing here, there has been... God. Obviously, there's been conflict with the Five of Wands here. It's a given. Obviously, there's been conflict. However, there's also been, like, passionate. This, for some of you, could have been a little touches of toxy. You know, a little touches of toxicity in this dynamic. A little bit of, oh, this and that just wasn't really working. Pettiness. In some ways from the both of you. But with the Magician here, I don't know if they're taking initiative over trying to either acknowledge that, I don't know, I feel like they're wanting to almost like, I want to say they're wanting to resolve some of the pettiness, because I do feel like they feel you getting away. They're, you know, I actually feel like this person is rising above the circumstances, which we are getting that I had, right? They're rising above the circumstances of your dynamic to take a break, a truce, and say, like, oh, happy Valentine's Day, or blah, 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 blah. With these being in reverse, it just kind of feels like what happens after. So what happens after? The King of Swords in reverse, and the Temperance in reverse. So for those of you who are, I'm so sorry for y'all that are, the King of Swords did this, but she is definitely in the reverse. The King of Swords in the reverse and the Temperance in the reverse is giving more truce, but the war still wages on. So there's still conflict. There's still the dynamics that you two have had, but they are stopping to come through and say happy Valentine's Day. So whether this is a new person, Valentine's Day is just another sort of, it is what it is. It is a special day, but because you guys are still new, it's not, they're not going to make a big deal out of it. The circumstances are still the same. We're still getting to know each other. This doesn't mean, you know, this is not a movie. If it's someone old, yes, they've been waiting to say something. Yes, they've been wanting to say something. Yes, they're using this moment to do the damn thing. But I feel like with these two pages coming out and the King of Swords coming out, you two are still, Valentine's Day is not going to heal everything. It could potentially be the gateway, but with this Temperance coming out in the reverse, I don't know. It could be potentially, but you two are still essentially who you are. The dynamics still exist. So I want to actually ask again. No, I'm going to ask what your guidance is, because that'll help determine what's next. Or no, what's their intention in reaching out? Like, why? Why reach out? Why reach out in the first place? For what purpose? Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. The Three of Wands. Baby, she keeps coming out. Two Wands in the reverse. They're trying to keep you around. They see that you two are growing apart. They see that you two are spreading apart. And they want to keep you around, and they've been waiting for this. This is someone who is taking a break from what they've been doing. Taking a break from what you guys' dynamic has been to do a thing that they wouldn't normally... They would want to do. They desire to do it. They've been wanting to do it. But it's almost like, I don't know, Page of Swords. They've been creeping. Did I mention that? They've definitely been creeping. They've been watching, or they've been studying how to like make this pop off, how to make this work. What was that question? What's their intention again? Like, what is this for? Three of Cups. This is giving truce energy. It's giving, I still feel this way about you, or I have these feelings about you, but nothing much has really changed. You know? Like, it's not gonna move forward, but it's like, you know, ceasefire, truce. Ceasefire is kind of dark. Yeah, to sort of like keep things... I still care about you, you're still in my heart, or you're still in my sphere, blah, blah, blah. But like the circumstances are unchanged. So let's get you guidance, and then we'll end this reading. No, we'll do the letters. Let's get you some guidance. Spirit, what's the guidance for my person here for pile 3 for when this King of Cups reaches out? 4 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse. Oof. The sequences has been young wands, young wand energy, young wandy. It's 4 of Wands in reverse and the 3 of Wands in reverse. So your guidance is to not build. Don't hold your breath. Don't have any expectations. Don't think that this is going to go far. Like, don't let if this is something that you've been wanting, wishing, waiting for, try to find something else to do. And I say that with so much love, because that's something that I end up having to tell myself. Like, find something else to do. The paint is still drying. The paint is still wet. What has happened here in this interaction is there is a spot on the wall that the paint is dry. You touched it and you didn't stain your clothes. You didn't stain your cashmere sweater. But the rest is not, it's not calling for you to start rolling on the wall because it's still not dry. So with the 4 of Wands coming up in the reverse and the 3 of Wands coming up in the reverse, there's still some things that need to be built here. Neither one of you is in a position to fully fight for this thing or whatever. You two are still where you're sort of at, but this is sort of like a truce moment. So let's get some letters out here to see if we can put something in the place about this. Like, things are still whatever they are. I hope that made sense. This reading. Okay. We have N. We have no. Oh. I mean O. We have X, noxious gas. Excuse me. We have M, nom, noxum. U, N, Nunya. K. So it's got something to do with the dirty south. KR. Because you're the radio station. S. A. C. M. K. X. C. O. M. W. So we've got 2 C's, 2 X's, 2 K's, 2 N's, 2 M's, 2 O's. Yeah. Munich, Munch, Mom, Ma, Christmas. And whatever else you see in these letters, or whatever they stand for you. They could be initials, they could be words, they could be locations, they could be any sort of like meaningful something for you here. All right, my friend. I will see you next time. Keep your light on and good luck. If you'd like a private reading, we can absolutely do that. The link is in the description box below, and I'll see you when you message me for that reading. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal 2. Will they message you for Valentine's Day? Let's see what they will do. So the likelihood of them reaching out to you for Valentine's Day is unlikely at this particular moment. But I do want to let you know that they did think about it. They did think about it. They thought about it. They know it's Valentine's Day. They're very aware that it's Valentine's Day. They thought about it. I'm not sure if this person knows that this person knows or feels that you wouldn't reach out to them. But yeah, the likelihood of them reaching out is unlikely. If they do, then they must have changed their minds. And if they do, it's just an in and out type thing. Okay, but I'm going to stick with the unlikely story and continue from there. So it is unlikely if this person will reach out because they're sort of like, they don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Hanged One, and the Ace of Swords. This person doesn't know what to say. They're not clear yet about the direction that they want to move this thing in. But actually, for some of you, if not most of you, they are actually clear about the direction they want to take. And that is, they want to move forward. They're kind of wanting to move away from this thing. With the Hanged One, they still are, in my mind, thinking about you. They still are having you on the head. They're still thinking about this dynamic. And in some cases, this person almost like sacrificed this dynamic and sacrificed their happiness in this dynamic because they never maybe mentioned it to you, but maybe they thought it wouldn't work out in some type of way. And so they just, I was going to say they went mum, they went ghost, but yeah, they're not wanting to bring about any hope or anything like that. I feel like this person is trying to move forward to figure out what their next step will be for themselves. I think they do think about you. I'm not gonna lie. This person has thought about you and has thought about reaching out, but it may be for a more sexual nature than anything. And I think they know that. I think they know that it is for a more sexual, it would be for a more sexual, intimate nature and nothing beyond that. It would be like for a tryst. It would be for a short time, not a long time or anything sort of worthwhile. I mean, you know, intimacy is worthwhile, but tell me more about this. Tell me more about this situation, Spirit. The High Priestess, yeah. The Queen of Cups in reverse. I keep seeing my girl in the reverse these days. This person knows. This person, I don't know. I don't want to say they're being wise, but it's almost like they are being wise by not reaching out. They're being wise by not reaching out. They're thinking of, you know, the best interests of, I know it sounds weird depending on your dynamic. They might be thinking about the best interests of you from their perspective, but also definitely like the best interest of themselves. Like, would this really help me in what I'm trying to do for myself, reaching out to pal number 2? And the answer is no. They just kind of know that, you know what, this isn't something else I want to pick back up. This isn't something that I want to go to. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, yeah, this person is for sure thinking more so about themselves and what they want and feeding themselves, drinking their own cup, trying to fill their own cup. They're looking at themselves, but I also feel like they'll be looking at you, right? And with the Queen of Cups here, there are fond memories. Tell me more about her. It's a Knight of Pentacles, yeah. Okay, that's funny. And Ace of Wands. The Queen of Cups has become hormonal. Okay, they're thinking about that thing, like hooking up. Now, I don't want to, like, you know, besmirch your person or anything like that. Hooking up could be physical. For some of them, it could just be that attraction or drive or whatever. Not calling it bad or good. I'm just saying that's kind of what it is. With the Knight of Pentacles here and the Ace of Swords clarifying the Queen of Cups, it just feels like it would be a stop. It wouldn't be something that, it would be for a good time, not a long time. Which is funny with the Knight of Pentacles here, but the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands share something that other court cards do not. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles. But they're both sort of, I'm not going to say obsessed, because the Knight of Pentacles is not really an obsession kind of guy. But they're both kind of like guided by that item that they hold. So the Queen of Cups is guided by her cup, and the Knight of Pentacles is guided by his pentacle. I think this person knows that if they're trying to reach out to you, there is an element of hormones attached to them, whether they're ovulating or they're just horny or something like that. That's not to say that, you know, that's all it is, but that's something that is sort of would be maybe the tipping point in them reaching out. I do kind of see them looking at you. So if you have been posting some type of pictures or something, they're looking and it's attractive. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups. So many knights. This is the knight pile. The other pile was like a page pile. The Three of Wands comes back out again in the reverse. I think it came out for this deck. I don't remember. But yeah, the Knight of Cups, clarifying. This is, honestly, I feel like them not reaching out to you is a mercy. It's a mercy to you and it's a mercy to them. Because this thing wouldn't, where would it go? They haven't made up their mind about what they really want to do. They're still getting clarity. They're still trying to understand. They may not even know how to articulate what they need to articulate, whatever it is they need to articulate. They may not even want to really be with you anymore in any kind of capacity, or a big capacity, because they realize that there might be just like this situation between the two of you may just not be right for them. Not that you're, you know, a bad person or anything, but like for them and what they want for themselves, you two may just not be compatible. But there is still that sort of like draw, a little bit of that little like thinking about you, right? And a little bit of that, definitely like that attraction. And like when their hormones flare up, they like, you are a person that does pop into their head. So with the Knight of Cups, I feel like it's so funny, this pile, because this pile is a no. They're unlikely to reach out. But I keep talking about them possibly reaching out. Because it is possible still. It's unlikely, but it is possible, but that they might, just to sort of maybe calm the waters between the two of you. But it's not going anywhere. You know, this is not going to be the thing that goes in the direction that, I mean, it could go, it depends on where anywhere is, really. I don't know what you're about. I will pull, guidance for you. Okay. Yeah, but this Knight of Wands is unsettled. This Knight of Wands is really the game changer. If the Knight of Wands, even in this position, the Knight of Wands is going towards the Hanged Man. I mean, in this position, he's going forward to this future, looking for what he wants or she wants. In the upright, the Knight of Swords, this reading would become a yes, they would reach out, but it's because there's something about the past, right? Like but it's also still the Knight of Wands. My guy is in and out. It's a passionate romp. It's for while the chemistry is hot, but once the chemistry settles again, it's almost like, okay, where are we going with this? And that's not to say there is no answer to that. It's just right now in the scope of this energy, that's what they're kind of thinking. Obviously, when the chemistry hits, then you can kind of use that chemistry to propel things forward. But this Knight of Wands is a deciding factor between whether they will or won't. It's likely that they will not reach out, but in the event that they do, there is some type of, you know, it is a romantic gesture. That's definitely acknowledged. And it could be coming up with just, I don't know, it could be friendly with the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it could be friendly. But it could also be because you've been just like blowing up social, or I don't know, you've been blowing up their mind. Maybe you've been manifesting or something. And I don't know, I don't feel like this is someone taking advantage of someone else. I feel like you are an empowered being, number 2, and you would know that if you also want to roll around in the sheets with this person, you can. You absolutely can. And maybe that is what that Knight of Cups, that Knight of Wands is, where you might reach out and go, I mean, if they're down, I'm down for a quick something, and then you leave. I'm going to pull guidance for you. And then we're going to look at initials or letters to see if it brings about locations or any kind of words that are of meaning to you. Yeah. Guidance for my pal too, for this situation. 7 of Swords. Look, hey, however way the 7 of Swords pops up, the 7 of Swords pops up. If you want to reach out to this person and say Happy Valentine's Day or whatever, you can. Okay? 7 of Swords is in reverse. You can. The consequences, that's going to be on you in terms of, you know, protection and, you know, just wrapping up what you need to wrap up. You absolutely can if you want to. What is ringing out for me with this 7 of Swords in reverse? It's almost kind of healing for you to reach out if you are moved to, because it'll help you get them. It'll help you get them out of your mind and help them XYZ, whatever that does. Because with the 7 of Swords in reverse, now we've got 2 aces. Now, granted, this is them and this is you, but I am seeing a sense of like unstuckness, some energy finally being able to meander a little bit through like a little pathway that's been created. If you are moved to reach out to them, if they don't respond, that's something that you maybe needed to go through. If they do respond, that's something that you maybe needed to go through. Tell me more about guidance for pal 2, please. 6 of Wands. Either way, you finna win. That's what I'm saying. Like, choose the path that makes sense for you. You can reach out to them if you want, or don't reach out to them. But whatever you do, you're going to win. So whichever decision you make is going to be the right one. You just get to decide which one is the right one. Which one is the one that you're going to act on. Because whichever you choose, my friend, is going to be the right one. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like with this, it's one of those, if you don't reach out, you might regret it. If you do reach out, you might regret it. But only for the short term, even though this is a major arcana. It might feel like you're going backwards, but you're actually moving forward. Tell me more about the wheel in terms of the guidance here for my friend. Exactly. That's really what I'm so glad to see. It's little spirits in this house. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here. We stand. 9 of Swords in reverse. This is essentially telling me that if you've been like just panicking over somebody, and if you do decide to reach out to them and you get a response, okay, deal with that. Deal with where that goes, the consequences, and what's the opposite of consequences? The outcomes of that. And if you do reach out to somebody and they don't respond, you also get to deal with the consequences / outcomes of that. And that's going to help you move forward. Like I said, it's going to open a little in the muddleness that has been this connection in just the ethereal sense, and you'll feel freer. Okay, you reached out, maybe you feel a little bit like embarrassed. Okay, shit. Hey, unless you are a sim, embarrassment never hurt nobody a little bit. Like, you grow and you get that monkey off your back. You know, you stop pining because now you're like, oh, okay, this is what it is. And you just flex the muscle. You just did something that was hard and scary, and the world didn't blow up. Like, you're fine. You'll deal with the angst, and then you'll move forward and be like, oh, today's a new day. And if they do reach out, honestly, same. You'll go, oh, what am I doing back in this thing? Or it'll be great. And you'll be like, oh, no, I'm nervous. Is it going to be the same as last time? And you'll go through that little like, moment in your head, and then you'll be fine. Either way, you'll be fine. Keep your light on. Good luck. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Leave a little "you'll be fine" in the comments for me. You'll be fine, Paltu. Either way, whatever you do, you'll be fine. Let's get you your letters before I completely forgot. Did we do this already? MD, doctor. WMD. Oh, no. OE, OF, woof, woes. G, something about Drake. S, N, L, Z, V, B, J. All right, friends, get to cracking. O is the only vowel that came out. You might see an initial, you might see a location, you might see a name, you might see anything that has words, okay? Something that reminds you of something. I'll see you next time. Keep it loud and good luck. Bye. Hey, Pal 8. Pal 8, will they reach out to you for Christmas? For Valentine's Day? Will they reach out? Let's find out. Okay. Oh, this is where he was hiding. Oh, the Knight of Swords. So you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Justice in the reverse. Now, this person is unlikely to reach out to you for Valentine's Day. I feel like for some of the people in this pile, this person has reached out so much in the past, or has thought about it, or this dynamic between the two of you really kind of left them a little bit injured, and they don't want to do it, right? They feel like they've done their time. For others of you, or same story, this person wants you to feel their loss from your life. They want you to feel that, oh, I'm not thinking about you. They want you to feel that you're alone. They want you to feel that they're not there, essentially. That's what I mean by alone. They're spiteful. This is a hurt people scenario. This person feels hurt and they want you to hurt. So they're not going to reach out. That's another story. Right, there's like 2 stories I think I've said. I don't know. 2 or 3 stories. So there's this person that's hurt because of this dynamic. Maybe they've been through this before. Could have been with you, could have been with someone else, and they're just like, I can't. I know it's unfair to pile 8. I know it's unfair to number 8, but I just, like, I can't. I need to save myself from craziness, and I'm just not reaching out. I want to, but I won't. For some of them, they don't even want to. They're just like, nah, I can't. Like, I'm thinking about myself. Valentine's Day is hard. Woo. Like, this is, you know, AA. But for others of you, this person wants to hurt you. Okay? This person wants to hurt you. For others of you, it could be the same. It could be the same person. Okay? They could be hurt, and they're like, I can't do this no more. And they want to hurt you, right? Like, you are maybe taking on the pain that they've been inflicted on. They want you to feel, and by hurt, it could really go from like pretty malicious of like, yeah, I want you to feel that, like, I'm not in your life no more. I mean, that's kind of me sometimes. I wouldn't call me malicious, so I don't know. But it could also be, you know, just gently, like, this person's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, this person's not in my life. They're not important in my life. I'm not going to do that. It could also be this person is saying, you know what? I forgot. Anyway, what else am I seeing here? This person is scared that you won't welcome them. So why reach out? Why even reach out if I know that if I reached out, you wouldn't reach out, right? Like, I'm scared to reach out because if I do, you may not reach out back. You may not respond. You may leave me on red. And I'm too battered and too bruised and too hurt and too wounded to go through that. So I'm just not going to do it. So what is that? 3, 4, 5 stories? I don't know. You keep up. That's what I'm picking up here. Oh, man. But stretching is next level. This person could want to reach out for some of you, and they're just afraid that you're going to batter up and just whack them. You'll either have some things to say and it'll be woof, or you won't even respond and it'll be woof. Bad. Tell me about justice. The moon, the temperance. I love when majors clarify majors. It's my favorite. Libra energy coming up here. This is September, October energies. We've got the moon. It could something to do with a Libra moon. I don't know. We have the moon in reverse. Could be Cancer as well. This is summer months in the U.S. What was that? June? I don't know. End of May and June. Is that? No, that's Gemini. June, July, early July. Temperance. I don't know temperance. It's like Aquarian energy. I don't know. Or is that Sag? I don't know temperance. But anyway, the justice is clarified by the moon in reverse and the temperance. I mean, this looks like delayed justice. So there's some pettiness here. There's some, this will make me feel better. So in one of the scenarios, which one was it? In the I'm hurt, so I'm going to hurt you back. That will make me feel better. That's like the justice here in the reverse. In the I'm hurt and I just can't. That's the justice here. Hopefully me canting will be healing. Like I need to heal and I just can't. That's the temperance and the justice here in the moon. Like I can't actually deal with this. I'm too wounded to do any reaching out. If I do reach out and you go batter up, the justice in reverse is just sort of also give me like, am I ready for that? Am I ready to be ignored? Am I ready to be pummeled? Yeah. So this person is just not ready. They're just not. I will pull some guidance for you, Pile 8, for this pile or something, just to see what your actions can be in this dynamic, in this situation, because this is like, it's unlikely. For those that have a desire, it's gonna take quite a bit for them to stand up and like do something. What could it take for them to reach out? The King of Wands in reverse. Eesh, I don't like seeing the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands should never be in reverse. This is Mr. Action himself. I recently bonded with the King of Wands in reverse. Like specifically the King of Wands in reverse. I forgot what the bonding was. It's sort of coming up now, but if it's not coming up to the tip of my tongue, then it is what it is. But with the King of Wands in reverse, this is someone whose action is halted. They would move. They're coming up as the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands, you fall down, you stand up, you fall down, you stand up, you fall down, you stand up. But how many times do I need to stand up? I'm tired. My tide is tired. The King of Wands is tired. Let's see, what else could it take for them to say something? The Empress. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is not, the king would need to be picked up. So it's almost looking like if you were to say something, if there was nurturing ground, for them that was safe to reach out, they would. So this is like a like, this is a comment, this is a heart. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some sort of prompt. But even then, I mean, it's the Empress, that's pretty big, but the King of Wands, okay, the King of Action is just not moving. So it would have to take a pretty great act. Perhaps even you, Pile 8, reaching out to them or providing some sort of really just appetizing excuse for them to come forward. To you. Let's get your guidance on this one, my friend. Spirit, what is Pile 8's guidance in dealing with this? You know what? Let me do this for you guys. Is it in Pile 8's best interest, if the desire is there? Please hear me. If the desire is there, please hear me. If the desire is there, is it in Pile 8's best interest to reach out to this person? If it is in Pile 8's interest to reach out to them for Valentine's Day. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Pentacles in the upright, and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Yes and no. Let me get a few more clarifiers. Right. Clarify this for me then, Spirit. Right. Listen, it could be. It definitely could be in, you have the Three of Wands. Do you really want me to read all these cards? I'd be upset when readers don't tell me what cards are out, because I need to know. I need to know which friends showed up for me. You got the Three of Wands in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords in the upright. Now, you could if you wanted to, Pile 8. You really could if you wanted to. Could it be in your best interest? If you did choose to? Yes. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it would be an ending to what has been. What has been the status quo in your dynamic. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I mean, for it to show up here, this would be to your benefit. Now, sometimes the benefit, I don't know, it's sometimes for the better or for the worse, but there's something that has been long-standing. This Ten of Pentacles is really breathing here for some reason. Clarify this. Tell me how big I'm feeling this. Like, I'm feeling this quite big. Six of Swords. That's fucking, wow. Listen, yeah. This there's some, now listen, Pile 8. There's some behaviors and building blocks that have created this dynamic to be the way that it is. Some on your end, some on theirs. Facts. Okay. Defense mechanisms that have been built up, defense mechanisms that came in this dynamic, and that's how this thing has become what it sort of is. I'm getting that maybe you're not someone who reaches out a lot. That one of your building blocks is building a tower around you to protect you from the bullshit. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it is breaking down that tower. And in as much as that tower has verifiably protected you, it's also the tower that could be keeping you away from your personal growth. And I feel, okay, like I feel it in my being how that is uncomfortable. Because if this was me, like when I'm reading this pile, I'm speaking to myself, like I am Pile 8, and I know there's pentacles of 10 that I have built around me that absolutely not, you're gonna have to drag me for me to do these things, like reach out to a person who has also hurt me, excuse me, okay? But with the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse, it's almost saying that there are, clarified by the Six of Swords, intuitively what I'm getting here. And only if you so choose, Pile 8. Please don't do this if you are the wounded bunny. Please don't. You don't have to take any of this. I'm talking to the people who are like, maybe y'all should reach out. But here's the thing, for better or for worse, you could get your heart broken and smashed and really see the reality of this, which is this Ten of Pentacles in some ways. that you really, it just moves you on from this dynamic fully. And that's a good thing. Or, I don't know, whatever could happen here, and whatever. But either way, what I'm seeing here is you reaching out would help you move through how this dynamic has been. So if you're like me and you're pretty cognizant of the fact that sometimes spirit will guide us into fire, but that fire is a baptismal fire, then you know what I'm saying. It could be beneficial to you and your soul to fully break in this dynamic so you can rise like a phoenix. With the Ten of Pentacles, this could really show you the reality. It could also show you that you are stronger than you thought. It could show you that you're ready to deal with some of the shitty things, because it being clarified by the Six of Swords is so perfect, because they're rowing towards the bad stuff, right? We're going back to the turf, to the war turf. We're going back to the battlegrounds, right? And we're going back to rebuild our home. It could be rebuilding this dynamic. Okay, maybe. But I'm picking this up for you. Like, it would be really good for you to rebuild your inner self. Rebuild the wall that now fits who you're becoming. This one's deep. We've gone deep. Page of Cups is here. Two of Pentacles is here. This Two of Pentacles is so underrated. Look at that. The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Choices. Two of Pentacles is so underrated. But, yeah, I don't know. You really don't have to reach out. Like, you really don't have to reach out. I want that to be abundantly clear. You'll still get through what you need to get through. You really will. You'll still find a semblance of freedom here. Just for some of you, your semblance of freedom in this dynamic is going to be reaching out if you so choose to. And for some of you, it'll be just continuing to doing what you're doing. And that's going to help loosen up what needs to be loosened up. It's a choice. You really could, or you couldn't. But either way, what's going to happen is what's going to happen. Clarifying the Eight of Swords, which is in the reverse, is the Four of Swords. Break, respite, headache, almost a bit of like regret here, thinking hard, being in bed, what have I done? How could I misunderstand this or something? In the Page of Pentacles, wallowing, and after wallowing, going ahead on a new journey, right? The Pentacle, this is what I was saying with the Ten of Pentacles. You go to the battleground and you're like, God damn it, what a sucky experience, whatever that means. Maybe you have a conversation, whatever that looks like in this dynamic for you, pile 8. But it changes you, this 8, right? It changes you. You almost switch out what the dynamic has been or what this experience has been. It's almost like a graduation, really, with the Ten of Pentacles. I'm so surprised the world didn't come out, but that's fine. You're working within the same world. Maybe that's why. But I digress. The Page of Pentacles is going to build a new land. Like, this Eight of Swords is really saying exactly what this is. It's coming out of the binds that you have been in, whether those binds have been definitely mental, emotional, and like the walls that you've built up. Girl, I call it already, girl. This ain't the reading for that, but this is what's coming up, and them reaching out and you possibly reaching out. It's looking like a no. Like, you don't have to reach out. There will still be healing for you in this dynamic, and hopefully for them as well, because they're also wounded, baby, okay? They also hurt. I take the Nine of Wands seriously. I put some respect on that Nine of Wands. But you are too, and there's some deep hurts that you are now like pummeling through and breaking down, that are being attended to, quite frankly, at this stage. It's so crazy no major showed up. It's so dated. No major showed up in your part. It's just day stuff. It's just day to day. It's wild. But yeah, that means this is gonna be pretty fast for you, pretty eye-opening, and like a loving experience, and like the true sense of loving. Sometimes there is a little bit of a pinch to that, but Yeah. So I'm going to pull your guidance in all of this. I am going to take even their cards away. What is Paul 8's guidance in all of this towards this dynamic? What is their guidance? Four of Cups. Wow. Over it. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Get off the corner. Get off this road. Get off this trip. Get off this boat. Get off this path. This is emotions, right? But you're over something. Allow yourself to be over it. Allow yourself to feel the weight of the indifference. Whether that indifference propels you to respond to their message if they do reach out. It's unlikely, but if they do. Whether that giving in to this emotion of indifference or I'm over it, genuinely, whether that enables you to do whatever it does, enabling that emotion of how you really feel, like throwing hope to the side, like throwing whatever it is and just embracing the fact that like you're annoyed, like really feeling that and really entering into that energy of like, I'm done. And I don't know particularly for you what it is you're done with or what, but there's that, it's this beautiful surrender of like, you know what? I don't even want this anymore. I don't even want what this is offering. Like this cup, you don't want this cup either. You looking at this and you're like, what could this cup give me? This cup ain't it anyway. Now, this could be in many different ways. For some of you, maybe you've been like online dating or you've been swiping and you've been looking at your options and it pertains to maybe this dynamic or it doesn't, whatever. It's just an example. Maybe you've been swiping, you've been looking at your options and you keep making certain choices in your options and you're like, you know what? I don't want any of these. But this could be, say, you're dating, you're giving chances to people who don't believe in what you believe in because your belief is you never know, but you're over it. I'm over believing that you never know. I want to know. So this is you rejecting this cup. If these cups are, say, you dated somebody that loved wearing red jerseys. I don't know. My real example is like, let's say you're a spiritual person. You believe in a higher power. You believe in a higher power. You believe in God. You believe in something that is important to you. And maybe you've given people who are like atheists a chance, or someone who is on the sliding scale of agnostic of there's something, there's nothing, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really care. And this is the same boat. You're always giving them chances. You're always like, but it just comes up for you. And you're like, you know what? There's this other person, this other atheist, this other agnostic person on the swipey. And, I'm kind of keen. But you know what? I'm so over it. I want to be with somebody who believes so that we can match each other. Like, why am I doing this? I know what's in that cup. I don't like it. And yeah, you never know, but fuck, like, let me get something that I could know. You get off, like, you stand up and you go to a whole other area. For some of you, it could be going back to your roots. Whatever that means for you. I don't know. Again, this cup on offer, whether it's for Valentine's Day, whether it's just your general love life, Paul 8, because we went really deep on you. I'm gonna need you to type in the comments if like you watch this and like this is like resonating for you. To type deep in the comments. Deep. I need that. Because this is deep for you and I'm gonna keep going. I want you to get this message because if it was me, I would want the help. I would want the guidance. This corner ain't for you anymore. These cups, these offers, these whatever this is, it could be the same person back and forth, like just whatever the fuck this is, like you're over it. It's done. And Spirit is encouraging you to like fall into that feeling of like, I'm over this phase of my life. I'm over giving this chances. I think I think I've done enough. This was fun for a while. This was really cute, but I think I'm ready to get serious in this other arena. This could be also just traits. Like I said, like whether somebody's an atheist or whether somebody's agnostic or whether someone is like of a faith that you're like, no, I mean, maybe. And it's like, nah, baby, that ain't finna work. It's time to admit that to yourself. Or this could be someone who's, like red jerseys, or you have red flags. You have your red flags, and when you see them, you're like, oh, maybe, maybe. It's like, nah, baby, you know what it is. Just say no. Whatever this is, it's almost like you're invited to either experience it for the last time, if you want. But I feel like with the energy that this is, Spirit is kind of like giving you permission to do the thing that you've been wanting to do anyway, which is just play a different game. Enter a different matrix entirely. And that's kind of exciting. It's so funny that the world hasn't shown up. I am picking up large, like the world energy, large judgment energy. But I feel like it's almost just really beautiful that this is just day to day. It's not arcs. This is you that have been working at this. I don't know. It's very interesting. But let's pull initials or just some letters. These letters could be people, places, names, anything really. I almost didn't do it for you, baby. I almost forgot. We've got Z. I don't know how Z looks. Is that it? We have Z. Let's sleep. That 4 of swords. We have a W. We have C. We have Q. We have Q. I don't know how you write Q. We have D. We have O. We have N. We have A. Conan. We have H. H, A, D, R, U, W, X, P, Y, E, and another H. There could be initials in this. There could be locations in this. There could be codes in this, like, flight codes, airports. There could be a river here. A girl, I don't know. I call everybody girl. There could be anything in here. A word that, reminds you of something. The word harsh is here. Con is here. Charm is here. Chair is here. Co is here. Q is here. Zode is here. Some. It could be a movie name, whatever it is, okay? It could be something of value to this reading that gives you that extra little thing that you might need to go, yeah, this reading was for me. So, or like this reading spoke to me, or any just extra messages in any case. I wish you everything, number 8. I trust that you will make the right decisions. I know you will. And you'll make them at the time that you need to, because you're moving at a pace that is manageable. I trust you. And I think you should trust yourself as well. You're doing well. You are. I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck. Bye.